tuned. BWTM Sports reaction show. Gervonta Davis versus Conor Benn. Not Nigel, Conor Benn. It's a done deal. But how done a deal is it? Stay tuned. Right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to BWTM Sports. This is the reaction show. Yeah, I'm going to do some housekeeping. Need to change that intro. Intro's been around a long time and it needs to go. I need to get something a bit more funkier, a bit more jiving. And you think? Anyway, so this boxing year is interesting, eh? We're trying to make fools of us once again. So, Mismatch Room has come back with another one. Gervonta Davis versus Conor Benn is supposedly, no, it's a done deal. I said last show, and thank you so much to Ring Gang TV. I said that they like the longer shows. They've missed the longer shows. And yeah, I've kind of missed doing them. And while I'm on my little break and holiday, I will continue to do these shows like this. I said that it seems to me that they are desperate to get Conor Benn into a big money fight. Regardless if he wins or he loses, it doesn't matter. We need to get our money back. That's what it seems to me. Like it's an investment. We need to get our money back quick, because we really don't believe in this guy. And we need to pump as much promo or PR to up this guy's ass and into the fools that actually believe it in the boxing world. Because to me, I want you to tell me, the boxing fans, the pundits, the you know, what makes Conor Benn a pay-per-view star? Like what fight was it that he's had in his career so far that's made him cross over from being a prospect contender to being a pay-per-view star? I want to know where that, if you could point that out to me, because I haven't seen it yet. Are you going to tell me it was, well, what fight is it? What fight was it that you saw, right? Conor Benn, yeah, that's the fight right there that converted him from being a British champion, into a world-class contender or champion. What? Like Carl Froch, as far as I'm concerned, I think when he fought Jean Pascal, I could be wrong, I don't think Froch became pay-per-view until he hit the Super 6. But at least he fought Jean Pascal. Who else did he fight as well? Even Joe Calzaghe, for what I know, from what I remember, when did he become a pay-per-view star? So how the hell did Conor Benn become a pay-per-view star and a box office fighter? I don't get it. Are you telling me something I don't know, or are you selling it to people that you think are going to believe what you're saying, therefore that they actually will believe the rubbish that you're saying? Like, because I don't see it. I don't see this pay-per-view stuff. In fact, I think that, I mean, like, I don't see this pay-per-view thing. So let's put that to one side. So let's put pay-per-views to one side for 1 second, right? Let's actually go down to achievements. What has Conor Benn won? Has he won the area title? Has he won the British title? Has he won the Commonwealth title? Has he won a European title? Has he won a world title? No. Well, he's done none of those things. None of those things. And then he's going up against Devin Haney. Now, wait. Like, could Conor Benn even beat Ryan Garcia? Just a second. Could he? I'm starting, things are going through my head now. Now, to me, that's an easy money fight because there's a few things here that are going through my head. First of all, Conor Benn's last 2 fights have been at light middleweight. Why? Is he going to fight somebody at light middleweight? You damn well know the Eubank fight's not possible. So why are you fighting at light middleweight? The 2 fights you fought at light middleweight has exposed you as a fighter. So you've not been promoted right there. From the first light middleweight fight you had, like, you didn't look good. You should have shifted back down to welterweight and fought somebody at welterweight. Could have done it. Fought an American at welterweight. Could have done that. Why not? Don't understand it. Don't get it. 2 fights at light middleweight. You're not a light middleweight, clearly. And you can't sell the Eubank fight based on those 2 fights. So the Eubank fight's out the window. So who's next we can quickly get in? Devin Haney? All right. Gervonta Davis. He's a super lightweight. We can bring him up to welterweight. Let's get him into welterweight division. Now, which is worse? Gervonta Davis moving up or Conor Benn moving down? So he's been fighting 2 fights at light heavyweight. The last fight he was at, he was weighing 175 or 70 pounds. So he's close to close to light heavy. He was in the ring that night. The last fight he had against Dawson. And he could knock Dawson out. So now he's going to come down in weight to meet Gervonta Davis. And Gervonta Davis is going to come up in weight. So it's not a world title fight because it's a catchweight fight. Must be. And for sure, there's no way, I think, that they're going to give Ben the advantage in weight. Ben hasn't got the experience to step in the ring with someone like Gervonta Davis. Amateur and pro. And the way I see this fight, it ends inside 6 rounds. And it's an easy fight for Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis will talk about a little bit of smack. No, Conor, I'll have it. I'll have it. Yeah. Well, I'll hit you with the right hand and I'll do this. I'll bang it out. I'll be banging it out, be banging it out on the night. You know what I mean? I'll bang out to you on 5, bang him out inside the 6. And what'll happen? I'll tell you exactly what'll happen. Gervonta Davis, Ben will run into something. And he can't take that power. He cannot take Gervonta Davis's power. He will run into something inside 6 rounds. When he's trying to load up his own shot, Gervonta Davis will knock him out. Why? This is what Gervonta Davis will do. He'll bring in speed. He'll be faster than Ben. He'll have better timing than Ben. And probably on the night, he's going to be better in weight because I'm sure they're going to drag Ben's weight down. So what they did to Eubank, they'll end up doing to Ben. So Ben, I don't even think he'll be strong at the weight. So why was he fighting a light middleweight? Why did he have 2 fights at light middleweight? It doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. Apart from, it's a done deal. Yeah, Ben's getting done. That's what it is to me. And if you get whacked up by Gervonta Davis, it's like, well, you got whacked up by a superstar. So that's the thing. You can come back. But it's how you get whacked out. It's how you get beat up. This is not a good fight whatsoever. Weight classes are for a reason. I agree. But you've seen Gervonta Davis move up in weight and the power he carries. And then you see Ben move up in weight and the power he doesn't carry. And he doesn't even look the same fighter anymore. So is this a cash out? There is no way. If somebody can come and tell me, yeah, it's a 50-50 fight. Anybody tells me 50-50, I know now he's a liar. He's a liar. How can this be a 50-50 fight? So they will weight drain Conor. And it's smart how they do it as well. 2 fights at light middleweight. He's running around at light heavyweight. Who asked him to be up there? So bulk him up, be as heavy as light heavyweight, and then pull him down to fight. Let's say the fight's in May. What time is May? Couple of months, 3 months to prepare. Water. So looking at me, the catch weight. So I think Gervonta Davis will probably make the fight a 145. 146, 145. 145, 146. And make Ben come under like how they were doing the Eubank. Make him come under that weight to make it a catch weight fight. So Gervonta is comfortable, and Ben is weakened. So if you take, as Eubank says, you take the punching power away. If you take the punching power away of Ben, what do you have? We've taken the punching power away from Ben at light middleweight. And what have we got? A geezer who is tottering on the verge of getting smashed to bits. That's what it is. So to me, good move for the accountants, good move for the investors, terrible move for Conor Benn. Because you're fighting a guy at catch weight. For what? What's the correlation between yourself and Gervonta Davis? And will it stop there? After Gervonta Davis, what happens next after Gervonta Davis? What will be the excuse? I mean, how is that fight even being sanctioned? Based on what? What is the, like, who's Conor Benn fought in the top 10 of the world that even warrants a fight against Gervonta Davis? What has he done? I for me, cannot. I think, to me, they know how good Conor Benn is. They know how good he is. Or the way you find out is when you bring the way you find a guy is good, how good a guy is, you bring him in and bring sparring him. Sparring him, a certain level of sparring. And if he gets chinned, gets dropped, gets hurt, and looked right out of it, they'll say, right, we know this guy can't win a British title. So what are we going to do? Don't get him in a British title fight. He's not beating Avanasi. He can't beat Josh Kelly, and we can't afford him to do that. So at least if he fights a guy that's like completely out of this world, we'll make the money back on it, a pay-per-view gate. Ben will sell that fight, and the British fans will get behind him. Sell that fight out somewhere like, if I could be Saudi Arabia or Latin America, yeah, good fight in America. And say, get the fight around 10 o'clock at night so, the British fans can watch it as well. Get them over, Ben. And then just, I don't know, get the WBC involved. Get one of their fantasy belts, WBC fantasy belt. Yeah, and the winner gets the fantasy belt. Yeah, and then we can get Daring to be Great. And we can get Adam Smith back on the comms, saying things like, a tough assignment tonight for Conor Benn. Rubbish like that. And can he emulate his father tonight? He'll need all his punching power to get rid of Gervonta Davis, who himself is a tremendous puncher. Maybe we can get somebody like Macklin to come in and tell us something like, yeah, I can see this be a 50-50 fight. But you know where this is all coming. You know where this is all going. It's a done deal. It's how done Conor Benn's going to be. I'm going to keep my mouth shut and hear what people have got to say now. But for me, the jury's out. It's just a matter of how many rounds does it take for Conor Benn to walk onto a big one from Gervonta Davis? And how does Conor Benn fight against the southpaw? Another question to ask as well. No better feeling than watching BWTM online about boxing. Nigel Benn makes him a pay-per-view star. Yeah, his dad's work makes him a pay-per-view star. Get it. Got it. Tank should fight Haney. Yeah, of course he should. Tank wants to fight Conor for less money than Haney. Really? Those pounds would be pretty nice. Good evening, Anthony. How you doing, my friend? I learned how to look at boxing with logical, scientific analysts from you, Ingram. You pseudo like you are dropping a masterclass tonight. Well, it's not a master. I wouldn't call it a masterclass. It's that I've just seen through the BS that they sell us over and over and over again. But when you sit it down and look it down, Conor Benn has no business not even being in the ring. He's got no business even ringside. He's got no business. The only business Conor Benn has got being with Tank Davis is being in the audience, sitting down, watching a masterclass. That's all he's got to be doing. He has no business. He hasn't earned the right as an amateur or as a pro to be in the ring with Gervonta Davis. And there's nothing he's done in his career so far that would even remotely suggest that he's in that class. I mean, if you're getting clipped and by Dawson, dropped by Paynod, no. Just no. I heard Nigel say that he wants Conor to win titles 147, 154, and 160. Yep, that's all quite possible on Fight Night Champion. Next. I just think it's a money grab. Benny's done and exposed. I said it already. Conor Benn's career is over. I've said it. Duck. Well, Haney is not fighting anyone ranked at 147. Okay, agreed. It's a cash fight for Matchroom. Of course it is. They're accountants. Remember, a Matchroom are accountants first, matchmakers second. Always remember that. Not that it's a bad thing. It just is what it is. If Conor can't dismiss a smaller Davis, he needs to pack it in. He's not dismissing no small. Remember, Davis might be the stronger guy in the ring on the night. Because remember this for 1 second. Davis is a southpaw. He's coming up in weight, but he may not. He may just be around the weight that Davis fought when he fought Ryan Garcia that night. Might be the fight night weight. I'm not talking about the weight that he needs to weigh in on the scale. Fight night weight, because Gervonta can move it down to that weight and bring Ben down. So Ben naturally, let's say he's a welterweight. So on the night, he may be around 160. On the night, but on the night when he fights against Gervonta Davis, he might not even make 147. That's how they make drain him. They might drive him down to 140. You don't know. 142, 143. It's the fight that Ben should not make, but Matchroom are cashing out on Conor. Of course, Davis will deplete Conor's weight. We know that. We know that. So I've talked about the catch weight. Ben couldn't win a British title. Hearn thought he could maneuver Ben to a title like AJ, and he would have not been exposed as a drug cheat. Wow. Conor will be like a crack junkie on the scales, quite possibly. Yeah, quite possibly, Anthony. I can see that. Ben should be fighting at 147 and nothing else. Against who, though? Would you put him against Chris Congo? Would you put him against Avanisa? Would you put him against... what's this guy? Put him against Josh Kelly? I should cherry pick for Davis. What's the details? I've just tuned in. Apparently, Gervonta Davis versus Conor Benn is a done deal. I just want to know how done it is in terms of how done Ben is going to be. You're selling it well, Ingram. Haha. Yeah, I'm selling the fight very well. For those people out there that actually are going to sit down and listen to us be spun into believing that Conor Benn has a chance, I wonder how they're going to spin this one. Davis will probably walk around 150 outside the camp, lose 5 pounds. It's like work for him. That's what I'm saying to you. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So to me, if you're asking my opinion, it's a done deal. It's a very good deal. Gervonta Davis said he wanted to come to the UK and fight. So now he's coming to UK and fight. He's got Conor Benn. I actually think, no word of a lie, I actually think Kell Brook would be a better fight for Gervonta. They probably wouldn't take a Kell Brook fight. No, I just they would swerve Ben versus Brook because Brook's an old man. Don't mind me, I said it's just dust. They would swerve a Brook fight because he's an old man. That doesn't make much of a pay-per-view fight. They'd swerve the Eubank fight because he's British. And Eubank and the British Boxing World Control is not going to look good. So Davies is American. He's a superstar boxer. Fighting in America. Ben's fought twice in America now. Sells well. So those are my thoughts on that. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Hope you enjoyed the video. This will be a short one for me. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave your comments as always. I'm out. Have a good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good evening.